Hello and welcome to this video. Today I'm going to be doing a stock analysis on Coca-Cola. Now if you like this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and of course remember this isn't financial advice, this is purely for education and entertainment purposes. Now if you look at the chart for a second, as you can see it's quite volatile. As you can see, we were in the later parts of 2024, it was quite down in a bit of a slump. As you can see, it down trading about 60 all the way up to 65, but it came from the peaks of 73 just in September of 24. Now, as you can see, also if we go further back, as you can see, still it trades quite up and down. It's quite a cyclical stock because people always need to buy sodas, of course, so they gain quite nice revenue all the time. So it's not going to be a stock that increases tenfold, but it is quite nice. Now, I like Coca-Cola, but I prefer their main competitor, Pepsi. That is a stock I own personally, so I am of course a bit biased there. But Coca-Cola basically the same business model, of course. Coca-Cola has a bit larger market cap, and their PE value is quite much higher than Pepsi. For example, Coca-Cola's PE value is 28, while Pepsi is only at 6. So price to earnings, you get a lot more with the Pepsi company. I do have a video on that if you want to check that out. Now, if we want to take a look at the Coca-Cola stock here, as you can see, they beat their earnings quite often. It's quite nicely, and they pay out dividends often. As you can see, these blue Ds here, those are dividends, and they pay out about 2.8%, I believe, yeah, 2.81% dividends 4 times a year, and that's quite nice to pay them out 4 times a year because then you can reinvest every single time they get paid out and get that dividend snowball rolling a lot faster. Now, PepsiCo does pay out better dividends. I'm just going to show you real quick. As you can see here, Pepsi, they pay out dividends at 3.7%. So I also have a video on Pepsi, as I said, so you can go and check that out. Now back to the Coca-Cola stock right here. Well, of course there was. As you can see, annually the income statements, it's quite nice. They have quite good margins, about 20% all the time, and they rake in billions and billions of dollars. And something I like with Coca-Cola, that's the same with Pepsi, is the fact that they own a lot of sub-brands like Minute Maid, Monster Energy, Sprite, Fanta, Fuse Tea, so on and so forth. So they have a large subcategory of brands, so the only way they make money isn't just by selling Coca-Cola, it is by a lot of other companies' brands as well. So let's say that there is a huge Coca-Cola shitstorm and people stop drinking Coca-Cola. Well, they might still drink Sprite, Fanta, or Pepsi. No, not Pepsi, of course, I mean Monster. Something else that Coca-Cola owns. So it's quite great. So yeah, it is a nice dividend stock, as of course I said, it pay out 4 times a year, and it just recently paid out about what is that, 3 weeks ago. So yeah, now seasonals on Coca-Cola, let's check those out. They're actually quite nice. As you can see, they don't explode a lot, but they don't tank a lot either. So this, you primarily would buy Coca-Cola just for a stable bottom of your portfolio paying dividends. So if you like dividend stocks and have a dividend portfolio, this is a very, very great stock to own as a payout often. So, and it is considerably cheaper than Pepsi, of course, but Pepsi pay out better dividends. And something you have to remember with dividends is not how much it pays out in dollars, it is in percentage. So let's say 3% of $140 versus 3% of $60, well, of course, you gain more with the $140. No, you get the same, but of course here, where it's 2.8 versus 3.7%, you of course get more the other way around. So always look at the percentile of dividends if you are looking at dividend stocks. Now, for technicals on this, for the day it is a neutral, but for the month it is a buy. And the reason for that is we did see this upward trajectory all the way from March. We did, of course, see a bit of a slump in early March, but the past month it has actually been trending upwards, not the past month, but at least the past 3 weeks or so. And you can also see we do have this golden cross here on the 2nd of April. Of course, we did see the slump, but then again, on the 4th of April, which is the last trading day this week, basically every single stock in the world fell because of Trump's tariffs. So yeah, this is just a reaction to the broader stock market having sell-offs, but it is still quite a nice stock, and we still have this golden cross. We haven't had a death cross since, so of course that is increasing. And we can also see that recently we did have this huge breakout on earnings. Also, you can see they beat their earnings by 6%. So we had this huge breakout in the RSI. So yeah, it is of course a bit volatile in the RSI, as you can see, but so is the graph. But yeah, Coca-Cola is a nice company. It's a great to have in the bottom of your portfolio for dividends purpose. As you can see, now it isn't going to be the one that you buy at $40 and then sell at 400, but it is the one that you buy at 50 and sell at 58 after 10 years and are raking dividends all that time. So a great dividend stock. Now the analyst rating on this is quite reasonable, I think, as you can see. 30 analyst rating, 20 buy, 3 buy, strong, 20 strong buy, 3 buy, 6 hold, and 1 sell. And price target, it's quite decent. As you can see, some are up by 22%, some are down by 15%. It wouldn't surprise me if it hit either of those. As you saw earlier, it is quite a volatile stock. So yeah, of course. But I do like to see that they are increasing their annual estimations all the time in tow with their previous years. So it is a great company, of course. But as I said, I prefer Pepsi a lot more. So then that is purely because they pay out more dividends and they have a wider portfolio of items. So yeah, that was my stock analysis on Coca-Cola. Now, if you did like this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe.